Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor all alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet memory will die. Killer on the road. 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 Killer on the Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Yeah. Gotta love your man. Yeah. Gotta love your man. Yeah. Gotta love your man. Riders on the storm.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Noon. Look at me. I'm in the bright lights. I'm in the bright lights. Welcome to Loon Beauty's Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. Oh man, it feels good to be back in front of the screens. The past couple of days have been a little bit crazy for me, so I took a class to become a certified pool operator for the past 2 days at work, and passed today with 100%, may hit 50 out of 50. So I am once again a CPO because this was basically a reinstatement type of deal. How are you guys doing? Let's say hello to the chat. What's up, Crypto Wanderer, Alexandra G Unit? How are you guys doing? I see there's 3 people watching. Maybe the other one is me on my phone because I was making sure everything was okay, and I had to say, let's get it, you know? How are you guys doing? Thank you, Crypto Wanderer. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, yeah. How are you guys doing? Did Bitcoin do exactly what we were thinking it was going to do? I think it did. I know it did, actually, because if I come over here to the Alexo Crypto Discord, I might have posted it in mine, but it'll be easier to find it over here. This was Friday. I shared this. I shared it on Twitter too. Just today. Like I shared this. So yeah. I said this is what I would like to see from here. Pretty much the same. I don't know if we will make it down to less than 64K, as I think we could see those levels get front run. I'm not buying yet since I see us going a little lower from here. Stop at 60K. Low leverage, high margin, swing long to 100K is what I'm aiming for on this next leg up, with a few quick pit stops along the way. Blackie Chan, what's going on, man? Everyone else in a long? He asked. Not yet. I am not yet in a long. Why? Well, for starters, we have FOMC tomorrow, so I am staying out of it for now. But we can see that this right here is from, I was just sharing this for market structure. I was just looking for a deviation above the highs. We got it just barely last week, and then we've been coming down ever since. I posted this on 6/5, so that would have been Wednesday of last week. Posted this on 6/5 last week, and so now I am just looking, are we going to tap into this lower area or not? Or are we going to continue to the upside from where we are? I don't know. That's why I am waiting for after the FOMC, because who knows what's going to come about. Guys, what if they surprise us tomorrow? The market has been pretty right? It has been pretty on point when it comes to predicting the FOMC rates and what they are going to be, whether or not they're going to cut them, whether or not they're going to raise them. The market has been pretty solid for quite some time now at predicting that. What if they're wrong about tomorrow, though? What kind of bullish price action do you think would happen if they were to do a surprise cut of just 25 basis points? The reason why a little cut like that, just 25 points, would be significant is because of the surprise factor. So just because it's a small rate cut doesn't mean that's not something the market wouldn't see as, somewhat bullish, right? But they would see it ultra bullish if it was a surprise. We'll have to wait and see. We don't have to wait long, less than 24 hours. So we will see. tomorrow, what's going to happen? So yeah, that is why I'm not yet in a long, because for one, we haven't come down to my downside target. But for two, we have the whole FOMC thing tomorrow. And if I know anything about Bitcoin, it is that it loves, especially after crashes like this, it absolutely loves. Whoops. I don't want the Dixie. It absolutely freaking loves to do what? What does it love to do? It loves to give us one more dump. It absolutely loves to do that. It loves to give us one more dump. So I am not long yet because of that. I'm not seeing the kind of strength that I would want to see out of Bitcoin on this move, on this pop back up. Now, we are breaking internal highs, but these can be temporary. So it's not something that, it's just, it hasn't shown me what I need to see in order to get too terribly bullish just yet. So I am waiting. Patiently. Very patiently. ETH has not come down to my downside target yet either, so I'm still waiting on that. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe the FOMC doesn't give us a rate cut, and that's what gives us our drop down. I don't freaking know. We'll just have to see. We'll have to wait and see. That's why I'm just sitting on the sidelines waiting for the FOMC tomorrow so that I can get a better picture of where we are likely to head towards. So yeah. Also, guys, congratulations to Blackie Chan. First time trading in a while, I think, last night, and he basically caught this move, made double his day's pay. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Also, tonight, at the top of the hour, of this hour, we have Billy Goattails Spaces on X. I will be on as soon as I'm done with this live. I don't know when that's going to be. I guess it depends on how long you guys stick around. Or if, yeah. So I might run over into BGT a little bit, and if you guys just pop off and start going over there, that's fine. I'll get off of here. But yeah, outside of that, I'm going to do this. Yeah. Also, Thursday, Blackie Chan will be going over. I just got a Discord notification for something. Blackie Chan will be going over, what do you call it? Ethereum for this week's sandbox on Thursday. So that'll be Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know if I'll be there yet or not. If you don't know, I am leaving for vacation tomorrow morning, bright and early. So I don't know. I might record a video tonight. I don't know. Just to kind of, well, this is kind of more of like a preparation. So I don't know. Probably won't do a stream tomorrow morning. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I have to get to my location and see what kind of internet I have before I can say whether or not I will be doing a live. I was trying to get on at Piper Academy and Alex O Crypto. I was trying to get on their shows, and I think they both have spots or a space for me, but I've got to figure out my internet situation first. So nothing set in stone on that just yet. So stop freaking out, guys. If you aren't going live in the AM, I will. Yeah, I mean, if it's like the super early AM, you can go ahead and take that, Blackie Chan, because I will likely be on the road around the time that I'm usually doing my live. So if that's the time you're talking about, yeah, man, go at it. Go after it. And yeah, everybody else, go ahead and go over to Blackie Chan's channel, sub to him, and wake up with his voice. I don't know if it's as pretty as mine in the morning, but it's good enough. It's good enough. It'll do the work. So yeah, man, we're just riding the waves. This is a nice engulfing candle here on the 4 hour. It's not so Bitcoin has technically done enough, but I still want to wait and see if it does more. So I'm coming over here. Let's come over to the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and throw up, let's see, not market cipher A, so we can see some EMAs. So yeah, we would, at least on the 1 hour, like to get above these, this 50 EMA and this 50 EMA cloud. We have the Fibonacci EMA and the 200 EMA for the 1 hour. Let's go down to the 5 minute and see how so we are above those EMAs on the 5 minute, getting a little pop up right here. We do have some equal highs up here. So I would expect those to get taken out at some point, and possibly look for a market structure shift. Market structure shift. I am Sean Connery. Yeah, I was talking earlier. I might be up late. Link? You may look at. Oh, yeah, Blackie Chan. Go ahead and throw your link to your channel in the chat. All right, do that, homie. Throw your link in the channel to your channel in the chat. It's starting to pop up a reversal signal here, but this is the 5 minute. We are getting above those EMAs on the 15 too, but we're still in the cloud, so it's not something that it's not something I would write home about just yet. Okay, all right, just yet. I'm still going to wait for that FOMC. I mean, maybe I missed the bottom. That's fine with me, bro. That's totally fine with me. Totally fine with me if I miss the bottom. I'm not trying to be a bottom catcher. I'm just trying to ride the wave to the upside when I see it coming. Okay. Right now, I don't see it, and yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm being patient. I'm waiting. I mean, we are coming up. We have broken these highs over here, and we are kind of building some support on top of that resistance. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, if we start getting some legs up under this and it starts moving pretty quickly, then yeah, maybe. But, you know, with a lot of things still not reaching my targets, let's see. Nope. Oh, this is interesting. We can go over that in a sec. What else do we have? Let's come over here. Take a look. See. Let's go to the Coinbase. See what the Coinbase is saying. Let's see. Oh man, I just missed. Oh, the daily just started. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Let's go to ADA. Let's see what ADA is looking like. So we're still under the EMAs there. So we can get a little bit of a hint on Bitcoin by looking at the altcoins, especially the large market cap altcoins, and seeing how they are performing. If they are still struggling as well, I mean, I still see Bitcoin kind of leading the charge. So even if what was I gonna say? Even if altcoins are moving, it all depends on what Bitcoin is doing. So I'm trying to think of something that I've had some targets on. Filecoin maybe. But I did have an alert go off today. So who was that? I think that was on ETH. I had an alert right on here, on this low right here. Fell just below it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think we can go lower. Let's go back to the Bitcoin price chart real quick and go over. I'm trying to create a nice list to be following, because I do think that we are entering the dare I say last phase of the Bitcoin bull run. Dare I say that? I've been thinking about swapping out my ADA for Engine. I'm glad I don't have that problem because I don't own any ADA. I don't own any ADA. Controversial statement when you consider where I came from. I don't own any XRP. I don't own any XRP. And I'm also wearing this shirt. I don't know. Let me know if you guys like this shirt or not. I guess I can take the headphones off since I'm not listening to any music or anything. Buy ETH. Buy ETH. Not Meath. I mean meth. I mean Meath. Designed that shirt back in 2021. Nobody wanted it though. Nobody wanted it. All right. Let's back it up a little bit. All right. What are we looking at right now? We are looking at Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take off all the noise real quick. Turn off the noise. We can see a little more better. All right. I do want to go over this today. Let me close this. And let me put on the prime screener because that helps me know what everybody can see. You like that shirt, Alexandra? All right. So something I was wanting to go over is these consolidation ranges, man. Like these are such easy plays. Like, hold on. I need this. Well, I need this, close, and I need this. Is it gonna give me? Nope. Okay. Where is it? All right, now I'm good. Okay, so consolidation ranges, we see this all the time. We break one way and then we come back and go the other way. Break one way, come back and go the other way. If I can just pull up all these consolidation ranges, break one way, come back the other way, right? So, I mean, these things are just awesome. You can just play off of this stuff all freaking day, man. Like, come outside of the range, right back to the other side of the range. These plays are great when you are in a ranging market. Consolidate. Now this one, pop up, but it was early in the consolidation. You want to wait for when the consolidation breaks one way and then shoots back up the other way or down. So pay attention to your consolidation ranges. Don't FOMO into the big moves unless you are a momentum trader and you know what you are doing and what you are looking for in order to take advantage of price movement. Okay, but most people shouldn't be just jumping into something or jumping out of something just because it is moving quickly. It's not the way to go about it. That is how you get wrecked. All right. The only reason I've been wanting INJ instead is the 20% APY. I'm on the cusp of swapping my ADA to. Yeah. And look. Are we breaking through this right now? Can't hold it. Are we not going to hold it and flip this resistance into support? We're about to find out. We'll see. It might not come down today. It might do some nothingness. Who knows? Asia is open for business. So we'll just have to wait and see what they're wanting to do. But these equal highs up here, would not be surprised. Either we come down, again, consolidation range, break from the consolidation range right here. Break from the consolidation range and shoot back up. Why? Because we know that we have this liquidity up here because we have these highs hitting, right? They say, a lot of people mistakenly think that the more times you hit a level, the stronger that level becomes. No. The more times you hit a level, the weaker that level becomes. Why? Because you are tapping into orders that are resting here, okay? Eventually, you're going to eat away at those orders, and then you're just going to push through them. Because those sell orders are then gone, and now price is going to get marked up to take out more orders that are on the upside or downside, depending on where you are in the market. All right, let's see. Any questions? Taking questions. Yeah, so once we get this downwards price action actually wrapped up, I think we are in the midst of heading to our next leg to the upside is going to be taking us to 100K. Fully believe that. Full send. Put it out there into the ether. I think we're going to 100K here relatively soon. I say relatively because I don't want to be like, oh, in a month or 2 months or anything. I don't want to put a timeline on it because timelines freaking never work out. Not only that, my timelines never work out because I tend to call things a little earlier than they happen. They typically happen, but they kind of happen a little earlier than I expect. They usually take longer than I expect most of the time. So, hola, French Tosta. What's going on, my guy? Wave gang. Throwing the waves in the chat. Let's go. That is a good reason. Oh, she's talking to Blackie Chan. Okay. Yeah, 20% APY. That's kind of ridiculous. Can't withstand that. There's no way you can withstand that, man. I just don't see how. I don't see how you can withstand a 20% APY. So be careful with that. Be very careful with that. But Blackie Chan knows what he's doing, so I ain't got no. He knows what he's doing. He knows the risk that he's taking. So, anyway, how is the rest of the market doing? Let's go over to the SPY. Oh, what is this? 15-minute? Oh, what is this? Did I call this yesterday? In yesterday's live? Did I call this? Huh. That's pretty cool. It's nice when you get something right. It's really nice when you get something right. So yeah, that looks good. Well, that looks good. Let's see. What one was it? This says Tuesday at 10 a.m. Oh, where was I? I marked it up here. Monday at 3 something. I wonder. I'll have to go back and watch the stream and see. I'll have to go back and look at yesterday's stream because, yeah, that's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So yeah, to the upside. We are getting a reversal signal, but these signals can come a little early. We'll just have to wait and see. But the SPY is looking all right. It's looking okay. Prime score of 8, so it is bullish. No consolidation. So as long as the SPY is going up, the SPX, the S&P 500, whatever you want to call it, as long as it is going up, we are looking good in the Bitcoin and crypto markets, along with the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ. So as long as all of those are going up, we're looking pretty good. Now, I did see on Twitter the other day, someone posted a chart. It was an others/BTC chart. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I never thought of doing that. I think it was, I don't know, like, who was it? What's his name? Dylan LeClaire or something. I don't know his name. Dylan LeClaire, maybe St. Clair. I don't know his full name. I just saw it and I thought it was interesting, so I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. And what is this? This is Bitcoin. This is others versus Bitcoin. What is others? Others is all of the altcoins outside of the top 10. So it's essentially the altcoin market. And where is Udders? Where's Udders? Let's go to the weekly. I thought I drew on this, but I guess not. Weekly, July 2023. We are back at those levels. So what does this mean? This is alts losing against Bitcoin. So ever since we bottomed, or when we bottomed in December, or rather October, November, this is 2020. Okay, hold on. Let me go to 2021 and let's go to later in the year when we topped. So the whole market topped here. Yeah, basically. Whole market topped here. And then as we were coming down to the downside, alts were losing heavily against Bitcoin. Okay. Then we had a little mini push to the upside starting from June of last year until December of last year. So we had about a 6-month span where alts were outperforming Bitcoin, but ever since the beginning of the year, alts have been underperforming against Bitcoin. Let that sink in. The Dino coin is outperforming all of the altcoins, basically, essentially. So, oh man, poor altcoins. Maybe they take even more of a beating. Let's throw some stuff up on here and see what this is looking like. All right, yeah, so man, we are just under all of the EMAs, and this is the weekly chart too. So, yeah, that's kind of tough. That's tough stuff. Tough stuff, bruv. Tough stuff, bruv. See, what else do I have on here that I can take a look at on here? No. Let's see, what does, so we're below the dynamic reactor, the chart prime dynamic reactor. Let's see, can we turn other stuff on, see what we got? Yeah, just nothing really, man, nothing really. Altcoins are not looking good against Bitcoin. We could see a further breakdown here. This does kind of resemble or kind of look like a bear flag in here. So we can go ahead and just draw that out. That's why I like being 50% BTC. Yep, there we go. Right there. And then right there. Let me turn this magnet off so I can get this right. Kind of a channeling. Bueller. Breakout. Further down we go. Possibly. Bitcoin, I think, is about to go on an historic run. Okay? Maybe not so much historic as, 2009 to now. Like over 1,000,000% run. But going from 65K all the way up to 100K, really going from 15K, 15.5 all the way to over 100K. It's pretty big. And there's not many ways you can do that without taking from the altcoins. Okay? Altcoins bleed against Bitcoin when Bitcoin is on its runs. Now, this doesn't mean don't get into altcoins. Actually, it means the exact opposite. Now, for some coins, I am expecting for them to move to the upside with Bitcoin. And then when the next time Bitcoin corrects, pretty big correction too. Let me see if I have it. Where do I have it drawn out? Do I have it drawn out anywhere? I have not changed this one yet. I was going with just the white and gray, but I didn't really care for it. Let's go back to symbol. There we go. All right. I don't have it drawn out on this one, so let me try to find one where I have it drawn out. Do I have it on Bitstamp? I think I have it on my Binance Perp chart. Let's see. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I can draw it out real quick. Let's see. I can go to patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this next leg should get us above 100K. All right. And this is part of a much broader, broader part of the cycle. But this next leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the upside, break 100K. But this right here, this one This right here, this pullback, this fourth wave pullback, okay? When this occurs and Bitcoin's reaching its lows in this pullback, this is where I will be pulling the trigger on altcoins. Not financial advice. Nothing on the channel is financial advice. But this is when I will be pulling the trigger personally on altcoins, okay? Because there's a lot of altcoins that are down and not at all-time highs that are in retraces that I expect to have pullbacks, okay? And in those pullbacks, so they're in a spot where when Bitcoin does this, they won't also be breaking out into new highs. They will be coming up into retracement levels, and then I would expect a deep pullback for a lot of the altcoin market when Bitcoin does this big pullback right here. It's either going to be this one or it's going to be the ABC correction or whatever type of correction we get after this wave is completed, where we do a where we get a correction out of here. Okay? And possibly that could be coming up right on top of our previous all-time high. Now, I don't know that we need to come all the way back down and test these levels. But that is, this next leg is what I'm expecting. Get us above 100K, get a rejection off that 100K, maybe pull back down to 75, get a nice 25 or so % pullback. This one's going to be a nasty pullback, I think. But this is where I think we could see some alts start really getting crazy starting here in this pullback. This one right here is where I will start looking to pull the trigger. This one I will probably for sure, I will be getting into alts in this pullback right here. Almost all, like big time alts, maybe like 80% alts right here. Why? Because once Bitcoin gets to 100K, there's not really much left in it relative to the altcoins. The altcoins are going to have way more X's left in them than Bitcoin will. In my opinion, again, not financial advice, but that's what I look for. I look for whatever's going to have more X's in it. Now, I'm starting to consider not even getting back into USD or USDT. I am considering DCAing out of my crypto, selling for Bitcoin. Maybe I get into USDT and then I DCA into Bitcoin once the whole market, once the bull cycle's over. I don't know. But as you guys know, we like to play it day by day. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Looking for that next leg up. Nice deep correction. Let's see. We can follow. I do expect corrections to be more shallow, maybe deep, but more shallow. That doesn't make sense, does it? Not last as long, but maybe deeper. That makes more sense. I like that idea. Yeah, DCA into Bitcoin. I mean, that's just kind of what I've been throwing around in my head. You know what I mean? Just kind of throwing that around in my head. Just I want to make sure I know if that when I execute that plan, because it was originally to go into USDT or USDC, whatever. But I want to have long-term holdings in Bitcoin. I don't necessarily want to pay short-term capital gains taxes, like, or pay taxes at all. I mean, at some point, I guess I'm gonna have to, but we'll just have to see. I'd rather hold Bitcoin, to be honest. I'd rather hold Bitcoin. Maybe I'll take some cash out, pay myself, just because, that's what everybody should pay themselves a little bit. You earned it, right? If you've been in crypto for the past 4 years, even just the past 2 years, if you came in, or 3 years, if you came in at the top of last market and you stuck it out and you DCA'd during the bear market and you made it all the way to this point in time, why would you be selling right now? You already did the hard work. The hard part's over, man. The hard part's over. It should be anyway, if you got in early enough. Now, the unfortunate reality is that we're not going to be selling our bags into institutions. Maybe a little bit, maybe someone's got to help fill the bags. But we're going to be selling to a lot of retail, possibly even our own friends and family. But hey, we tried to tell him. Maybe one of these, maybe Bitcoin hitting $100,000 freaking dollars will wake some people up. That's what I'm kind of expecting. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if 100,000, maybe when it's breached a second time, like after we break it and very likely get a pullback from there. That pullback might not get them in, but that next break of 100K or whatever that local high is going to be, maybe that is what gets retail involved. Because you can, let's look it up. Google Trends. I know I did TA Tuesday and I'm like doing a lot of talking, but it is what it is. Especially since I'm I'm just giving you my whole thesis for what I'm looking at moving forward. Kind of giving you my game plan, couple of game plans, ideas. Oh man, that's so much better. All right. What is this? iOS 18. Did y'all see? I think Apple's going to be adding Chat GPT or something, OpenAI, later this year. I don't know if is that going to be hardware? I don't imagine. All right, let's type in Bitcoin. Let's take a look at see how we're trending here. Do. Past day? No, I want to do past 12 months. Actually, no, I want to. Okay, we had a big spike around ETF, of course. Let's do past 5 years. Look at this. We're nowhere near last cycle. Nowhere near it. People got tired of the ETFs. We got the ETFs and then it was just done. People stopped caring. Like, what the hell? Crypto. Same thing. Where is retail? Retail got burned last cycle. That's what happened. They're not sure what to make about this market. Still, they're all feeding the algorithms. Reddit partnered a while back too. Type AI and let's see. All right. AI. I wonder if people are conscious enough to put the periods in there. A little bit steady on there. Let's do just AI without the periods. Oh yeah, look at that. That narrative is zooming. It looks like the NVIDIA chart. Oh yeah, look at that NVIDIA. Wow. Really going, man. Really going. GME. We're also doing a little bit of the memeing on the GME. Look at this. Barely even pushing, man. People don't even know what's going on with Keith Gillis, Mr. Roaring Kitty. Crazy, man. Shorts continue to pile up on GME. So that's cool. Maybe we get a short squeeze here soon. We might be getting a short squeeze on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the open interest. We've been looking at this for a little while. It's been rising with price. But this is a little bit of a good sight to see. We had some relief here as we push to the upside. So we're closing or we are liquidating shorts even with a delta negative. Wow, both on our perps and our spots. Delta negative on both, meaning more sell orders than buy orders. Oh, I gotta have a bright screen, otherwise I'm gonna be really dark. So when I go over to my chart, oh yeah, I get really dark. Dang. I need some like ambient lighting. I'm gonna stick a light here on the wall. Stick a light there, and just have like, I don't know. Should I do a blue like this, or should I do a blue like this, or should I do something else? I don't know. Yo, Trade Fly, my guy. What is going on, man? Yo, let's get it, Wave Gang. Gang, 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 gang. Oh, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm going to have to go back and watch y'all's lives for the past 2 days. I've been in class. Class was kicking my... The unofficial sponsor of Winter Beats Crypto is Dr. Pepper. Don't sue me. I said unofficial. Unofficial. So yeah, looking to wrap up this corrective structure here this week. Maybe disco lights. I don't know if I could do the disco lights. Probably be too distracting for me and the audience. Throwing the waves or planes. My bad. Throwing the planes in the chat. Nerd alert. What's the nerd alert? I mean, I am a nerd, but... Oh, because I've been in class? Yeah. Hold on. I need to take a drink. Tasty. Nerd? I ain't no nerd. Sorry, guys. It's getting a little bright. So where was I? All right, here we go. By the way, if you are a softball dad or parent, highly recommend some pit vipers, man. Because if you're out at the ball fields all day, they're pretty nice to have. All right. Sounding like Matthew McConaughey. Hey. All right, so I was pointing this out yesterday in yesterday's live stream, and I was wondering, let's see. So we overextended on that, but if we come to the bottom of this consolidation range here, we didn't get far enough. And if we come down to this low here and do a complete measured move, still not low enough. 64,939. So I could still see, I could see both it being done and also having just a little bit more to go. Sweeping this low, maybe getting into this block over here, right here. Getting into that. Ooh, bang, bang, bang. Age of the Geek. Yes. Awesome. So yeah, that's that. I mean, we know that we have demand here. We know that there's demand here. That's why I've been kind of hoping we get down to here. However, we might not get down there. We might front run it. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm still, I'm going to be patient and wait for the FOMC tomorrow before jumping in any trades. Once that is over, maybe even during, well, just it all depends on, what the data release is. If it ends up being a hold, a pause, they continue to be paused and they don't surprise us. They could. Cuz it almost seems like we're just waiting for some kind of catalyst. That's why I'm kind of harping on this a little, or not really harping, but kind of throwing it out there into the ether. Just like maybe they give us a surprise 25 bip cut. Because Canada and the European Union, you got to think, Canada and the European Union cutting their rates does what? Gives more demand for those currencies. So what happens if people start leaving the dollar to go to those currencies? What does the Fed want to do? The Fed wants you to own the dollar. A good way to kind of spot what might be going on or what might happen. I was bullish on the Dixie for the past couple, well, at least for yesterday. I haven't looked at it today, but we can go over here. Hi, Lunar. First time on your stream. Saw your link on the Discord. Thank you for being here, Broadband. I am so glad you're here, and I'm glad you decided to come on a show when it decided to be a freaking nerd and put on these giant sunglasses inside my house of all places. This isn't a usual thing for me. I only do this for rare occasions, and this is one of those rare occasions. I just felt like having fun. We got TradeFly here, so I had to put on the glasses. Okay, because they protect the laser eyes. If I take off the glasses, the laser eyes would just beam through the screen because I'm so freaking bullish right now. So freaking bullish. Anyway, so we can go over here. Let's take a look at the Dixie. So the Dixie is still consolidating at the highs. I could definitely see that fall tomorrow, especially when you get crazy freaking moves like this. So just something tells me we've got to come in here and we've got to take care of that. Got to take care of that. We also have some equal lows down here. Let's see. But yeah, we can go over to USD CAD. So this is the dollar versus the Canadian dollar. The US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. What's it look like it's trying to do? It looks like it's trying to freaking break out to the upside is what it looks like it's trying to do. That is kind of the exact opposite of what we would want, because USD CAD breaking out against, or the USD breaking out against the Canadian dollar is bullish for the Dixie. All right. What about Aussie? What about the Aussie dollar? Now this is Australian dollar versus USD. So we actually want to see this one move up against the dollar because we want the Dixie to go down. The Dixie is a basket of assets and a basket of currencies, and it is these 5 currencies here: the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, the euro, the British pound, and the Japanese yen. So what we want to see from these 5 is we want to see these moving to the upside against the dollar. Okay, against the dollar. We want to see these moving to the upside against the dollar because that brings the Dixie down. Bitcoin is inverse correlated with the Dixie. Risk assets are inverse correlated with the Dixie. So if Dixie goes down, risk on assets go up. Now, it's not like a one-to-one, minute-to-minute type of deal. It is more of a long-term, not really long-term, but just a more zoomed out look at these markets. We can see the inverse correlation. So let's go over to the euro. So we see, well, first we see the US or the Australian dollar. See the Australian dollar kind of looking like it kind of is it kind of like towards the bottom? Zoom out a little more. Let's go to the weekly. So yeah, I mean it has just been getting crushed against the dollar. So seeing some relief coming here would definitely help us out. Let's go over to the euro. You can check that one out. I think it's probably about in the same boat. This kind of looks more like a completed crashing structure. Sweep of the lows. So we definitely want to see this really start pushing back to the upside. I mean, this one we want to see it push to the upside. This one we want to see it push to the upside. And this one, we actually want to see it push to the downside because it's USD versus the Japanese yen, which the yen has been going, or not the yen, but the dollar has been going absolutely ballistic against the yen. So yeah, we do have a few. The biggest one being the euro. That's the biggest one that we want to see, and it does look like it has swept lows and is coming back up and consolidating, and now we are just waiting to see if we can get a push to the upside. Let me throw on not market cipher A. Still see we're kind of consolidating on the EMAs. Let's turn on our market Oracle Pro from Chart Prime. We have the dynamic reactor that we are bearishly coming off of. There's a little bit of and this is on the weekly too, so I don't know if I would consider that a head and shoulders in here, just because it's in the middle of a consolidation range, whereas I prefer, now you can have mid-air. I call this mid-air because low, this would be a low theoretically, and this is a high, and therefore we are in mid-air. Technically, you can have mid-air inverse head and shoulders. Technically, you can have that. It is not out of the realm of possibility. So we could, this kind of looks a little bit like a head and shoulders in here. I would not confidently call that a head and shoulders though. Personally. Kind of, but not personally. This would have been much nicer right here, but this high up here kind of ruined all of that. These highs kind of ruined all of that. But I mean, I could definitely see it. I mean, this kind of looks like an accumulation type of deal here, right? So this just needs to come up and it needs to break above 112. Break above 112 and hold that and keep going. And then that would bring the Dixie down, which would help bring our assets to the upside. So that is definitely something that we want to see. Hi, Lunar. First time on your stream. Saw your link. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What else? What else? What else? What else? So yeah, most of these currencies kind of look like they are looking to bounce and continue to push against the Dixie. Now, the problem with the Dixie is that we are still in this consolidation range, and it's looking like it kind of wants to break out to the upside. So that is the one thing that I'm kind of like, I mean, maybe we just get that breakout to the upside real quick and then shift back down to the downside. Or maybe we hit the downside first and then shift back to the upside. Now, and this is the weekly chart, so the shift back to the upside would come later this year, which does line up with my thesis that we top out later this year, and not next year. Bitcoin, anyway. Bitcoin top out this year, not next year. Which, if we are to follow TradeFly's prediction, 2025 prediction, or at least his bull market top prediction, which I believe was around like 88,000. Yeah, I mean maybe that's what we get. How did I get back on the euro? This just looks. That usually comes to the downside. Diamond pattern. But then you can get a quick shift back to the upside. But this is why, so I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from the rest of the market. So that's why I'm kind of, all right, let's just wait and see how the FOMC plays out. Let's hear what kind of language Powell brings. Now, we don't have to get a rate cut. However, we could get Powell to say, hey, I'm thinking about doing a rate cut. Or we have some members that were considering doing a rate cut this FOMC. That type of signaling is signaling, hey, we're thinking about rate cuts. We were just thinking about rate hikes. Now we're thinking about rate cuts again. So right now, the soonest the market is pricing in a rate cut is September. So I don't know. Maybe July we get a surprise rate cut. Shout out to Tony Soprano for Tony Surfprano for giving he asked in my Discord last week. He said, "What if we get a surprise rate cut in July?" We might get it. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not making any moves until after tomorrow. Once I get a clear visual of where the market is heading, unless Bitcoin does something crazy beforehand and just starts ripping, I don't see it happening before the FOMC. But I've seen crazier things in these markets. By far. I've seen some crazy things in this market. But like I said, I'm still expecting a more downside just because we haven't gotten to my downside targets. We haven't even gotten down. I mean, we kind of got down into this. Not this. This right here. These two down candles right here. Actually, it would be my last two up candles. Oh. Nailed the bottom of that. That is interesting. I still think we go lower. Very interesting. Could be wrapped up. But like I was saying earlier, Bitcoin loves to give us one more crash. Just loves to give us one more crash. And not only that, see, I prefer something like this where it's a quick move down and a quick move up, not this stuff where we're kind of just chopping our way down. That doesn't really signal an ending move, okay? We're not wiping out open interest, long, we're not squeezing longs or anything like that. I want to see a capitulative type move with a V-bottom recovery. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this capitulative move and then sideways, and I don't want to see choppy downwards action. I want to see a big push down with a big push back to the upside, because that shows me strength. That is called an SOS in Wyckoff, aka a sign of strength. So that is what I'm looking for. I am looking for that sign of strength, and right now we don't have it. We just don't have it. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. I want to see that sign of strength out of Bitcoin. And I do believe we're about to see it. And I believe soon. Maybe not yet. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe things got to work themselves out after the FOMC. But that's why I said I'm going to wait and see. But I still think we're going to get it regardless. And I think that the FOMC may just be our catalyst that gets us there. I don't know if it'll go as low as 63, but we'll see. So yeah, that's just how I'm feeling about these markets. A lot of mixed signals. So I'm just waiting for targets to be met, low-end targets to be met for me to long from. I want to see us come big push down and then drop down to the lower term time frames. Look for my market structure shift, and then bye-bye. riding it all the way up to 100K. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, how are you guys doing? You guys got real quiet. What are you doing? What are you doing tonight? Are y'all going to go over to BGT, Billy Goat Tales? It just started. Go over to the Twitter. Don't forget to hit that like button. Go over to the Twitter. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Go over to the Twitter. Join my Discord. It is free. Go over to the Twitter. Twitter. All right. Dave Digital is live. What the frick? Why is Dave Digital live? Finale? I thought we were going to 32. It's the finale? Bridge to Bitcoin. All right. Here we go. Let's take a listen. Oh wait, I probably can't. I can't record. Never mind. So this is the final episode. So I got to get off here because I want to get on here. I want to get on here. It's the final one. So I love you guys. Maybe I'll come back on later tonight. I don't know. I got the house to myself for tonight. So we'll see. But you guys need to go over to @BillyGoatTales on Twitter. Get in this space. It is the final one. Let's go. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I love you all. Be good. Be kind. Rep your hood. Rewind. Much love. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Throw the waves in the chat on your way out. Thank you all so very much. Go over to Billy Goat Tales right now. Let's have some fun. Let's go ride the waves. And peace out. Mad love.